Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Alex and I am owner of Smith's Signature Prints, which is a handmade stationery slash sticker shop, which is kawaii inspired, of course. So in this vlog, you're gonna actually see me do a lot of things. I have so much in store for my business this year, and this is actually going to be the beginning of a wonderful journey. So first off, how am I doing? Like, ever since I started my stationery, beginner friendly stationery course, I have 20 students now, which I'm so thankful for you guys in trusting me to kind of like guide you through this process. Excuse my curves, but we're having a blast. And of course, I'm not a gatekeeper, so all of my students have me 100% of the time. And if they have any general questions, any design help, Shopify support, literally anything when it comes to building your stationery and sticker shop, I'm most definitely am there. And you can even ask some of my students. I am quick to respond, especially if it's on the weekday. I'm sitting at my desk 9 times out of 10, so you're gonna get a little ding from me, obviously. Now, I did actually create these kitties using AI. You know, I love to generate with AI because I can't draw, and you know, most of us are very talented and we can't draw. Don't be afraid to use AI to generate your image, okay? I actually made these a little bit too small. They're supposed to be a 2.5 by 2.5. I made them 2 inches. I actually forgot, since I am using a different software. So I'm gonna reprint these and size them up a little bit. And when I printed out, I was like, I know this looks small. So I'm like, hold on, my stickers are bigger than this. So I'm just gonna use this for my sticker journal, and I'm just gonna use one of these, probably broken glass, and put it inside of my sticker journal. Now, when it comes to me actually using the Caesar software, it's definitely a learning curve coming from Cricut to Caesar, but once you get it, you got it. And the process to create my sticker sheets are so simplistic. I would never cut my sticker sheets in Cricut Design Space ever again. I love it for die cut stickers as well. I just love the software, period. If you're a Caesar fan, you know what I'm talking about. So I went ahead and reprinted the design as a 2.5 by 2.5, which is my standard sticker or die cut sticker size. And of course, my light grip mat is a little bit tacky, so you have to be very careful when I'm like, you know, pulling it up. Now, I know you guys are waiting on my Caesar sticker sheet die cut sticker tutorial. No worries, you guys. I am definitely it's probably going to be on my next few tutorial lists, probably like the top 5, because like I said, if you have Caesar, it's so easy to make these. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have made so many sticker sheets, and it reads the registration mark so clean and so quickly. It cuts out so fast. I love it. It's like, why didn't I switch earlier? But of course, you guys, when I first started, it was all about budget friendly. I didn't even know what I really wanted to do. I did t-shirts, so that's why I bought the Cricut, to kind of cut vinyl. And then when it came into like me like converting into a sticker shop, I knew that the Cricut wasn't going to keep up with the demand of like what I wanted to do. So I knew eventually I would have to like invest into a Caesar, but $500 is a lot of money. So I didn't want to I didn't want to pull the trigger, and I finally pulled the trigger. I'm like, you know what? If everything is an investment when it comes to your business. I know it may seem like, okay, this is a lot, but you're going to get your money back, especially if you're pushing out quality. You have to push out quality to your customers, then you get repeat customers. You don't want to just like cut corners. And even if you are using like budget friendly like softwares, budget friendly material, budget friendly printers, you still should be able to utilize as much of your budget-friendly resources to create magic. Look at my workspace, you guys. It is a mess. I've been working hard, honey. And of course, my husband is right next to me. He's working on the 3. Look, he is stressed, honey. He is stressed trying to figure out Tinkercad. I be trying to figure out Tinkercad myself, and we love this 3D printer. So all of my shop by character sticker sheet designs are created by myself. And when I mean by created, honey, I mean generated AI. Y'all okay, y'all know I can't draw. So I did actually generate all of these images. I did 3 sticker sheets per character per collection. I'm still trying to figure out what other accessories or designs I want to add per collection. I'm still like up in the air in debate, but I don't know if I want to add die cut stickers to the collection because I love the die cut stickers that come from the kawaii shop that I shop from on Creative Fabrica. I don't know, it's up in the air, but these sticker sheets came out so beautiful. Look at them. I love them so much. It's so different because, you know, I'm so used to my sticker sheets being a little wider and shorter, but now they're long and, you know, tall. You know, it's a different look, especially for my shop. I really do love how they came out. Now my craft binder is still for free on my website for all of you guys to stay organized, and of course I'm using it to kind of write down everything and have like a sticker organizer for my new sticker sheets. I'm going to be filling this in as I create all of my stickers and stuff, because I'm all about organization. I can get disorganized pretty quickly, just like anyone else probably, especially if you have a craft room. I can put one thing in one spot and put it somewhere else and not know where it's at. So my binder really helps me stay organized. If you guys have not already heard, me and my husband has actually opened up a second business called Smith's 3D Empire, and we're going to be 3D printing some like user-friendly organization type accessories for, you know, my sticker audience and my stationery audience. I want our 3D prints to actually make sense and be utilized, like just be useful. I don't want like a bunch of toys and stuff. I want useful prints. What time is it? 10:40. Oh, I'll be trying to get up so early because, you know, the kids about to be out of school next month. And I've been trying to get up as early as I can to get in my office because I can get nothing done with my 2 and 3 year old. It's like it's the worst. It's like it's not bad because I don't have to pay for daycare. I get to be home with them. They get to be home with me. Honestly, I told my husband, I said, boy, like my son, he is something else. And I said, boy, the daycare will be having a field day with you. I'm talking about knocking you upside the head and all because you bad. Not the custodians or, you know, the teachers. I'm talking about the other kids because he like to like try the other kid. You know, my daughter, and just, you know, he be thinking he's so big. I don't know why little babies be thinking they so big. He be trying to beat on my teenagers. I was like, come on now, come now, you know he can just push you over. Stop this, man. Stop this. Yeah, he's a bully. He's definitely a bully for sure. Okay, so I'm making some junk journal stickers now. I'm gonna show you guys like all of the ones I've created so far. I'm probably gonna be creating these all week, and I'm also creating myself a 3D nameplate over here. So I'm currently printing a customer's order, and I actually wanted to run my printer like simultaneously and print, you know, some notepads here and some notepads here. But then I went ahead, see, I don't use my 2800 as often as I use my 8550 now since I bought one. And I definitely want to invest into getting another one and just use this for like photos, bookmarks, things of that nature, because it's really vibrant when it comes to like photo paper. Just as much as this one, and also stationery and sticker. Well, I want to say sticker paper and photo paper is actually better than notepad paper in here, but of course I had to deal with, you know, I had to use what I had. So since I have not used my 2800 as often, I did a lot of maintenance, nozzle checks, and, you know, the normal thing that they tell you to do when you don't use your, you know, your printer for quite some time. I actually do my sublimation maintenance weekly because I don't use that as often as well. But what I've noticed, and you see the lines right here, it only happens at the bottom of the print. At the top, it does not do that. But at the bottom, well, you can kind of see some, yeah, I'm so technical. y'all probably like, every vlog I do this. But yeah, I want you guys to enjoy it, and I also want it to make sense and look, you know, appealing. Of course, I messed up here too, so I forgot to take the I was trying to position it correctly, so don't mind that. But yeah, like it's like a lot of lines, and of course I printed these from the 8550. These are just notepads, but these came out really pretty. Really pretty, no line marks or anything. I will be doing like a junk journal bundle pack. And you could, you know, choose like which stickers and stuff like that, or I might just have a little bit like one of each in different sizes, or you know, different options available. I really do like, I'm gonna do like some washi tape ones as well. I have some washi tape design. Like I'm really trying to go all out for you guys this time. Like I am I'm trying to think outside the box, but then stay in the box, if that makes sense. And I wanted new designs, and you know, I just want everything to look like aesthetically pleasing. What else? As far as my sticker containers, y'all, me and my husband are working on customizing the sticker containers for you guys, because obviously everyone asks me about these sticker containers so much. And I do get these from the Container Store, and they have different, you know, different sizes and stuff like that. I have not filled in all of these. Hopefully I'll have all these filled in within like a month or so. I have so many designs. It's just, you know, I had to just put it all out on paper, literally. And I have like, look, my husband already started putting like the little trays up here to, you know, decorate. These are the little knobs, and these knobs here are magnetic, so you'll be able to switch out the knobs. He's actually creating these little slide-in trays, so you can switch out the little, you know, white. Like I said, I love the white on white, but I'm very colorful, and like I tell my sister, I have a very bright personality. You see this room, it's so colorful, and you know, I like a lot of color. So now I'm actually printing the divider plates that goes inside the drawers. Oh, this is so pretty. I put some glitter on here and some resin on here, and I did add some rhinestones. You know, I like, you know, a little bedazzle when it comes to my stuff. But what I'm printing now are these little plates, these little slots. So all of them are going to be pink. Okay, so I get a lot of questions on how I use my heavy duty paper trimmer, and trust me, you guys, I am definitely going to be creating a YouTube tutorial on how I use it. Like right now, I'm going to explain this later on in the vlog, but my trimmer is currently broken, but you have to make use of what you have, and this is a very expensive machine to me. Okay, $200 is expensive, and I'm going to keep using it until it completely falls apart. Would I recommend it? Of course I recommend it. I love it. It just kind of fell apart on me a little bit, you know, just a little bit, which I'm going to show you. All right, just to let you guys know, my course is currently on sale for half off. So $250, you have me like full access. Okay, so if I update it, you don't have to pay any extra fees. Pretty much just like you're in type thing. It currently ends on July 20th. So I know this vlog has taken some time, but I may run a sale either around Black Friday or around the holidays. So no worries if you don't have the money right now to invest, that, you know, you'll have another chance later to, you know, be one of my students, because like I said, I can teach you how to do stationery, honey. I can teach it. I do currently have a subscription plan for the full course, which is $4.99 for $65 a month. Now I do have a few people on the subscription plan, but will I discontinue it? I don't know, because I feel like if you really want to make a difference in your life and you're really ready for change, you're going to find a way to push that change along 100%. So for example, if you want a new car, you're going to save it for a down payment. If you want a new house, you're going to make the changes financially to make sure that your credit is right. So it's the same. I feel like with my course, if you're ready to start a new journey and you know that I'm credible and I'm going to teach you what you need to know because you're seeing in real time me build my business within a year, then yes, I feel like, you would make the necessary changes to invest, because I made the necessary changes to invest in a lot of things. But the good thing about my course is I made all the mistakes so you don't have to. A lot of mistakes. I wasted a lot of paper, a lot of money, a lot of trees, unfortunately, but it's a learning curve. Y'all, I am almost done setting up my beautiful pink on pink on pink. All of these will be listed on my website if you guys are interested in kind of spicing up your sticker station, or if you have a bead station. I can even put bead station or whatever you would like it to be honest. This is a customizable nameplate, so you can do whatever you would like. I also added some handles on here. I'm going to be filling all this in, okay? But I actually need to add some more die cut stickers to my collection. So I'll be working on that after I get done with the bookmarks. But yes, this stuff is cute. Me and my husband sat down and came up with this idea. He was like, this is gonna sell. People are gonna love this because people love, customization. They love to make things their own. They love to feel in control of what they have in their space. And I also feel the same way. It just makes you, I told this to Priscilla, and I probably told this to a lot of you guys as well. Like, if you have to make things or build things or buy things to make you feel a little bit more productive to come to your workspace every day, do it. Spend the money. Because if I would have never had built my craft room the way I wanted, I probably wouldn't come in here as often. I wouldn't feel like, happy to come in here because it doesn't scream productivity. And I'm a very productive person, but sometimes I can get a little, and that's okay. That's normal. But I didn't want it to get too often to where I'm getting off track because I don't like the way my workspace looks. Because some people don't move forward because they feel uncomfortable on how their space looks. They probably like, oh, people are going to judge me because my space looks crazy. It doesn't look too cute like everyone else's. Y'all, if this is your first time watching my vlog, y'all know I started off with green walls and glass computer desk. I had nothing. Y'all, I had nothing, okay? I had something but nothing at the same time, and I made the best of what I had. And I just was very eager to teach you guys and learn. So yeah, if you guys are interested in our new design, we literally custom made everything in Tinkercad. I'm talking about measured. We built these from scratch. Everything was built from scratch from Tinkercad. I know people are like, oh well, you should sell the STL file. Not yet. We just now getting started. So once we feel like we're getting enough sales to where we're getting enough revenue, we might actually look into selling the STL file for a decent price. But let's get some revenue in first before we just throw it all, I don't say throw it all away, because I know digital is it right now, and I know a lot of you guys probably own your own 3D printer, so you want to actually do this for yourself at the house, but the price has to make sense. So we don't want to rush into that yet. We have to come up with a decent price, because you already know my store is all about budget friendly. It's all about the consumer, like people within my pay range and stuff like that. I've seen people out there charge an arm and a leg and a wisdom tooth for something that is really not worth it, because you think about, a lot of people are barely getting by. Who has the money to give you they're charging for this? I've seen people charge $67, $50. I'm like, I'm talking about me and my husband's like $30. You know what I'm saying? $25, $30, depending on the knobs. I just want everyone to be able to afford to get their craft rooms the way they want it, so they can just be more as productive as they would like to be. Because I'm like, you do not have to win the race being greedy, baby. Okay? You do not have to win the race being greedy. You'll win the race once the Lord steps in and helps you win that race. You don't even have to do much. You don't have to do it. Just sit back and let God just do what he needs to do for your life and your business. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing what that makes you happy, he's going to provide. Y'all, don't get me started about my Lord. He comes through for me and my family. He comes through for me and my family. And of course, without you guys, where would I be? I always give thanks to God, but I always give thanks to you guys because you watch me, which, puts food in our mouths and helps my family. So I'm so thankful. I say that all the time. I'm so thankful because, you could have chose someone else to watch. You could have chose, not to watch me or follow me or whatever they can engage with me. So I think you guys know I have a sweetheart. And I do things out of the kindness of my heart. And, yeah. Oh, this is coming together. I'm going to add some SKUs. That's one thing I recommend when you're starting your business. Add your SKU numbers to stay organized. I did not do that when I first started, but since I'm kind of rebranding and redoing my collection, literally majority of it, I will be adding little SKU numbers. Not particularly on here because this is going to be my display case, but on here most definitely, because whatever's in here is going to stay. I want it to where I don't have to stick it on here, but these I don't have to put an actual SKU on the thing because I can visually see. With these, they actually are face down, so I would have to put a SKU on here so I can see what's inside before pulling out the drawer. Yeah, y'all, you already know I like to give my hearts to hearts, and I always say doing something is better than doing nothing. I don't care if you have to just draw a stick figure for today that goes towards your goal. Draw the stick figure. At least you did something today towards your dream, because like I said, doing a 9-to-5, and we all have to kind of like provide for our family, and I have a large family. It's draining. Even running a business is draining. It's so draining, but it's so rewarding in the same light. It's rewarding and draining at the same time. But owning something of your own to where your kids can actually see you doing something productive and going for your dreams, going for your goals, it kind of helps them visually see that they could do this too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my kids to get stuck in a 9-to-5. Like, we want the best for our family, we want the best for our kids, we want the best for everything, and our husbands and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna instill business minded qualities in my children, because I don't want them to get stuck in just like a worker bee. All right, so now we're moving over to the bookmarks. I did add 6 more designs when it comes to the aesthetic aspect of my stationery, and I really actually love the cat ones. Well, they're all cat ones, but I love all of them, to be honest. And then I added some like plain looking ones, which is the one you see on the screen now. And like I said, I sold some of those as well. So I just wanted to give like my customer, again, more options, more choices, because you just never know what someone may like. You may not like it, but they might like it. My husband always say, just because you don't like it don't mean your customer is not going to like it. So I always try to put everything out there for you guys. I also do have the option to add the holographic glitters and everything on there, just to kind of give it a little sparkle, because what's a bookmark without a sparkle? And also I'm creating some SKU tags, or little tags for me to kind of see which bookmarks, kind of the label, again, organization, year of organization, my bookmarks, so I could just kind of grab and go. I'm going to put all my bookmarks on this little thing again, and we're just going to get them all labeled. So I picked up some accessories. I didn't buy them in bulk, but I did like pick up a bunch of samplers just to see what I wanted to include on my shop. You know, just some added, some added things that you guys can add to your desk and stuff like that. I really love this zipper pencil pouch. It is very thick and very sturdy, which I'm looking for. Quality is best. And those card holders are so cute. Now, the pink one that I put down was very flimsy. So if you ever see this one on like Temu or Amazon, I would not, you put your cards in it, it's going to be lost. Okay. This black one and the white one that has this little kitty cat ears is very thick, a hard plastic. So whatever you put in it is supposed to be for your photos, but you can definitely put your card in it. Would I put my card in it? Probably not. But if you're just running in the store and you don't want to bring your wallet in, I probably would feel safe it being in this case than just being in my pocket, to be honest. I also picked up different color washi tapes. Now, this is my first time adding washi tapes to my shop. I definitely am looking into a manufacturer or vendor to kind of add my design on the washi tape. But of course, I'm still looking around. People always say like go on like Alibaba or AliExpress, Alibaba, not AliExpress, but Alibaba to find a manufacturer and see, it's cheaper that way to buy it in bulk. I definitely am going to look into that instead of trying to get it locally, through the US. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So this is how I decided to build my keychain. I 3D printed this, which is my name. I should have put Miss Smith, but I don't know. I just chose my name. And then I have a picture of me and my husband there. And then on the other side, I put a picture of me and all of my siblings. And I really do like how I put everything together. I have this little, cute little cat keychain, 2 little eyes and some ears. I have this little keychain on here with some little bears and, a little purple cup of coffee and, little cute stuff. So when it comes to my notepads, you know how I explained how I flip my notepads upside down for 24 hours so that, it doesn't curl? I also use my old manual heat press as a big book press. I know you guys are probably like, why didn't I think of that? Like, it's very useful. I can probably do around maybe, I want to say 90, a little under 90 pages at a time, because of course it's angled. It's not completely like, flat like this one here. Of course I wouldn't do this because to press it down, obviously the heat needs to be on. But if you have a manual one, use it as your book press, because like I said, this nozzle, you can control the pressure. So I literally pressed it overnight for these particular notepads. I'm gonna go ahead and get it cut and shipped out. Let me just start off by saying I look how I feel. It is literally 9:28 on May 13th. My birthday is Monday. We just recently launched Smith's 3D Empire, which is our 3D print shop. We received 1 order, and of course 1 order is better than no orders. I feel like a win is a win, and some people struggle to even get their first order ever, so I'm very thankful. And the first person that ordered from our 3D print company, she is also very supportive with the stationery business as well. So thank you so much for always, believing in me and supporting me. And I honestly, oh my goodness, I am so exhausted. My dog, I don't know why my dogs bark every time I try to record a vlog, but I am like really exhausted. So I'm very anxious to get through this launch. This time I'm adding so many different things and elements that I have never added to my shop before, and I hope you guys really like it and enjoy it. I always try to push out quality, and what's taking me so long is testing. I like to test everything out before I give it to you guys, because I don't want you guys to have any complaints or not happy with my customer service or my products and stuff like that. So yes, I just want to let you guys know that I have moments of exhaustion and I have moments of doubts as well. Like, am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Should I take a different route? What you know, because I told you I want to teach this year, and after I launch this, these products are probably going to stay on there for quite some time, and I'm going to keep them there. You know, I usually take them off and do like a sale. I'm going to keep them there and maybe do a clearance or something like that, but I'm going to keep those designs there and just add to it so the store could be much wider. I think that's the reason why I'm exhausted, is because I keep removing the products and adding new, removing, instead of just keeping those there and just adding to it, if that makes sense. I'm just going to stop doing that so I can focus on making videos and tutorials and teaching you guys like my vision was in 2026. I want to work on my mini workshops and things of that nature. I just have so much in store. So let's get today started so I can get through this launch. All right, so you know how I recommended, or I wanted to do like a trial and error with the matte thermal laminate to make these writable. I wouldn't recommend it because after a few days, you already know I take a couple of weeks to test things out just to see how everything kind of works out, because the first day it might look wonderful and everything's going perfect, and then day 5 or something happens to the print. So what I'm noticing is that it curls. I do not like this. Sticker, it shouldn't be curling like this. And I know you have to adhere this with heat, and that probably caused some type of, it causes some type of reaction to where it makes the sticker paper curl. So what I did was, oh goodness, look, I'm potty training. But I bought this, and it comes in a row. And a lot of people say that the rolls work better than the actual, the sheets. So I'm going to try this brand. And I'm going to have this listed under my Amazon must-haves if it works. Of course, if it doesn't, then I'm not going to list it. But this is the brand. And was it Llama? Yeah, Llama. And I don't like that I have to cut this. Oh my goodness. This is going to be so tedious, but it is what it is. You have to do what you have to do to make your product the way you want it. So we're going to try my journaling writable stickers again. And of course, I only have 4 designs like I told you before, but I will be actually creating more, as the months go on or weeks go on. I'm just trying to get to a point where I can launch. And I did figure out which 4 grab bags I wanted, or designs I want to go with to match each color theme and stuff like that. So that's done. I just have to print them out. Okay, so if you hear humming, it's because my 3D print is printing an order. But, okay, so I feel like I'm on like day 45 when it comes to this launch. And I'm just so ready for it to just be out there. Like, my goal, what's today? Today is May 21st. Today's May 21st. It is 10:22 a.m. in the morning. And I get up faithfully every day around 7 o'clock, because I have to make sure that my kids get up, get ready for school. This is gonna be their last week, even though next week is their last week. I don't let my kids go the last week of school because I just feel like don't nothing be at school but a bunch of hooligans and a bunch of mess at the last week. I don't have time. And so I'm trying to push out everything by this week. So like I keep saying this, by the time you watch this vlog, of course by the time you watch this vlog everything will be launched. But it's like trying to get everything, pristine, perfect, like we all want to. I always try to let Priscilla know, like, when I'm about to launch, because she always catch those little nuggets that I miss before y'all actually like see it, which is great, because sometimes I be rushing and I don't have anybody like to go over my. Sometimes I ask my husband, like, hey, can you look over this? And sometimes he missed it, sometimes he catch it, but it's like, yeah, I'm trying to get this stuff out, and so I can work on doing my workshops, because you probably see it on my website, mini workshops. I want to do mini workshops. Now, I know some people like, you should go live, like be, kind of like a classroom, y'all. My house is full of chaos. We wouldn't be able to get through a session with the kids. I'm telling you, it's easy for me to pre-record and then ask the questions, answer your questions later. But I'm trying to get the, mini workshops. I want to open up my own digital shop. So pretty much create all of this art, of course, AI art. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Support it. If you don't, you don't. I'll live. But I want to do like an AI art shop. So for people who don't know how to draw, don't know where to start, and they can just download it and add it to their shop, add little elements, remove some elements. The same thing that I do with my AI art, to be honest. I want to teach you guys how to generate the art. how to generate sticker sheets, how to, you know, do these things to make your life a little easier. Because since I've noticed, or since I've learned how to generate sticker sheets as quickly as I do now, that's why I have so many this time around, is because I figured out, bing, a hack on how to do it. And I definitely want to teach you guys. So the reason why I want to do like $24.99 for the workshops, because if I were to charge you guys as much as I get paid for a regular YouTube video, y'all think I'm robbing y'all, okay? Robbery, okay? I don't want to rob y'all. I want to teach you, but yet I want to be compensated for my time, you know, a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. And I know you guys have like questions about, I get this a lot, how to use the guillotine. You know, y'all, my I'm about to show you. My guillotine trimmer is technically broke. I have used it, like, you know, I use it a lot because I get a lot of orders, and it's technically broke. But if you know what you're doing, you can work with a broke, you know, machine or equipment or X, Y, and Z and make it work. I'm about to show you what I mean by it's broke. Let me see. Oh, my nail's in the way. Okay, so let me move this stuff out the way for you guys. So okay, so as you all know, I don't use guidelines because I'm a professional, you know, and it all comes with time. And as far as learning this part here, this guideline, or this, you know, whatever you want to call this thing right here, to keep everything straight, if you try to get these exactly on these lines, you are going to be taking forever to make a notepad. Please get comfortable with not using this and using your eyes, and, you know, using the guidelines printed on your paper if you do that. But this part right here is broke. This is completely like it's completely broken. The piece is stuck inside of here, which I can't even grab inside of here. Y'all, it's completely broke. I just use this to straighten up my paper. I use this, and you know, you guys see me like tap. I use this to straighten up my paper. That's it. That's all I use this for. I don't use this for the A4s and the A5s and the B6s or whatever the case may be. I just use this to make sure my papers are straight, and then I go over here and then I trim and I cut it off. That's it. Once you get to a point, and I know somebody be like, well, this is going to be for all trimmers. All trimmers are technically the same. It's just you have to figure out a way to make it easier for you to get through the job. We all have the tools. We have to make, you know, these tools as useful as possible to get through the job. Right now, I know you guys have asked about making these little, you know, the organizer that I had launched. I took it off the website because you guys were concerned about how am I going to actually label it. So my husband is actually working on insert slots for you to actually put your bookmark on, pull it out, and then label this. I was like, okay, my husband, little Naga, is thinking. Okay, so my husband actually has been working at, you know, a way to make this a little bit more, as you say, easy for you to put your bookmarks in. So of course I showed you guys he made this in, it doesn't have any walls or anything. It kind of just slides in and slides out. So he decided to make one with a little lip to pull out and for you to actually put the bookmarks in and then pull them out. And then you can actually put these in all of these little slots. It's going to take us a little minute to print all of these. If you want us specifically to print this for you guys, we also will be having the STL file for you to print this at home for all of our 3D printing family that's watching at home. So no worries. We'll have options for all of you. And I'm just going to grab a bookmark so you guys can see that it fits a standard, like a 2.2 by 6 point. I want to say, give me a second. Okay, so I'm going to put this bookmark in here. And like I said, my bookmarks are a 2.2 by 6.2, and it fits perfectly in there. Okay, and you still have a little bit of room. Well, actually you don't. So a 2.2 by 6.2 fits perfectly in this container. I feel like if you're going larger than that, of course you have the STL file to where you can make a little bit of adjustments, but not too much. But yeah, you can pull it out, and then you can actually label it right here. How I have mine labeled on my door with, like, you know, BM001, BM002. And it's like it's small and compact. You see how compared to my desk or my mouse or something like that, it's not that large. So it doesn't take up a lot of space, which is definitely crucial if you're working at home and you have like a small work area. You can hold 24 bookmarks in one little space. on your desk. So, okay, correction. My husband says don't say 24 bookmarks, say 24 slots. Okay, so this can hold 20, it has 24 slots to hold potentially 24 bookmarks, and one in each slot. Or you could just, spice it up however you want to spice it up. It's your organizer, do it as you please. Okay, you guys, excuse the mess. Like, this is how much trash I go through. But yes, when it comes to 3D printing, like I told you guys, it is definitely a learning curve for us. Right now, we're actually printing a custom order. Somebody from my community reached out to have some handles specifically for her organizer drawers. She did not have the ones that I get from the Container Store. She purchased hers from Amazon. So I say this to let you guys know I can create something custom specifically for your space. Do not be afraid to reach out to me and say, hey girl, I got this, I bought this, and can you do X, Y, and Z for me? Because it's hard to find the color pink or the color blue in handles and stuff like that. Most of the handles that I see on Amazon are pretty like titanium, silver, black, those bland colors. And you probably want to, add a little pop to your, your space. Reach out to me, honey. I'm going to make it right for you. Okay, y'all, I know this is not the best quality because this is test print, but I am going to attempt to make sticky notes. Why am I attempting this on a vlog? I feel like I can do it, but then I don't know. Maybe like I said earlier, I gave up too soon when I first started trying to do sticky notes, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna grab some glue. I'm sorry, I'm sniffing. I have allergies. I have to take some medicine. So if I can find the glue right here. This is the glue that you need. Repositionable. Okay. So we are going to attempt to do this. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is cut off. Oh goodness, how am I gonna do this? I am going to cut this in half, cut a little off the top, and then glue, maybe, a little portion of this part. There's not a lot of tutorials how to make sticky notes, so this definitely is going to be something, and I hope I'm not wasting my time, but if I could figure this out, this would be a wonderful thing to add to my shop. So let's try it. Okay, so I cut a little bit off the top. Please don't mind this, my blade is somewhat getting dull. When I try to actually cut less than a certain amount of sheets, it bends, but when I cut 50 or more, it just does what it needs to do. But I'm going to see how this goes, you guys. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Now, based off of the YouTube tutorial, like I said, there's not many. They put it between two, kind of like a book press, kind of like how I do my notepads when I glue them down. But they also said if you put it on a book press and you press it like too hard, they'll actually stick together, too good, and they won't pull apart smoothly like a sticky note. So I think for the first try, at least for this top one, I'm gonna do it without, because I didn't do that many. I only did like around 20 sheets. Oh goodness, I don't know, I don't even know if I did like a smooth, like roll. It's a little beady, I don't know. Yeah, I'm overthinking this, but I'm gonna let this dry. They said let it dry for about 60, like an hour or something like that, 30 to 60 minutes. Some people also said overnight, but I'm gonna try to leave it for an hour. We're gonna come back to this in an hour and see, and then we're gonna do something different for the bottom. Okay, so while I was doing the sticky notes, I had printed out, because sometimes when I print things, I walk away. So I printed out the same, settings that I normally use for my notepads. And since this particular images has a lot of pigment, and even though it's faded because, so you guys can write on it, it does require a lot of pigmentation. And I can tell that you could barely see the pupils of the cat. And there's, some imperfections when it comes to my normal setting. So I went ahead and did this setting. And there's a tremendous difference. You can see the eyes is a little bit more defined. The pupil is defined. The green in the collar is, more defined. You can even see, the definition on the tree and everything. So even though this is a little bit darker, I did write on it with a black gel pen, glitter gel pen. And as long as I can see my handwriting, of course it's barely there, but I can make it a little, it looks a little darker on screen, but as long as you can see your handwriting, it's a go for me. I'd rather you have the vibrancy than it to look faded and distorted like this one. So I am using my rear feeder. This one I use the main in plain. This one I'm using rear in my matte settings, which I typically would use for my sticker paper, but it's working perfectly. Again, it is taking it's taking a little bit longer to print them out, but I'd rather take a long time for it to print out for you guys to have quality than just to print a bunch of crap. You already know how I am. Okay, so now I did tell you I was going to attempt it. It sticks, it sticks on stuff, but it leaves this indentation here, like crinkliness. I don't like that. And then when you peel it up, the next one still kind of feels tacky up here. I don't know, you can kind of feel where I glued it, you know what I'm saying, because they're like right on top of each other. So this is why I don't feel comfortable. Let me try to see if I can rip it. I know it looks a little, because I'm holding it and stuff, but it has like a very tacky feeling for the one up under it. Luckily I did this with like 20-pound paper, because I don't use 20-pound paper for anything, but I will probably have to outsource this at a later time. I just don't feel comfortable selling anything like this, especially at my shop. I'm not even gonna nope. So sticky notes will be off the menu. It will not be on my site for now, but I did print out everything for this here. I still have a few more to print out. So yeah, and then I'm going to show you guys everything as a bundle. Now I'm gonna keep these for myself, but look how pretty they are. This is probably my favorite. I'm gonna keep these for myself because I think I'm gonna take it to 3 inches. I just feel like they will look so much better, bigger. I don't know, bigger is better. But look at the colors, it's so pretty, so vibrant. I hope you guys really enjoy these stickers because like I said, the reason why I'm still gonna do the grab bags from the shop that I typically, you know, get my grab bags from, off of Creative Fabrica, but I'm trying to kind of steer away from everyone else's like digital shop and create my own digital shop. Of course, AI generation, but I want it to be like whimsically, you know, nice and pretty, fairy tale-y, you know, out of this world type thing. But these are super cute. I love this this self-adhesive laminate. So pretty. It's like a shimmer of glitter with stars. So pretty. Oh, I love this one too. I just love that I'm just kind of testing myself and kind of thinking outside the box a little bit when it comes to like every time I try to come up with something new, I try to kind of like elevate in some type of way, and I'm loving the direction I'm going. So what I'm gonna do is as you've seen on Caesar, I have a lot of designs, at least 50 of them. I'm gonna take them up a notch to 3 inches because I really want you guys to see the detail and enjoy these stickers. Okay, so I increased the size from a 2.5 to a 3 inch, and I have to say the 3 inch is giving. I love how big this one is compared to the original size, because I want you guys to really like I said, enjoy it and, you know, really see it. Since I already did use this laminate for like my little, I guess, sample stickers, I think I'm gonna use something a little different. I feel like broken glass takes away. Let's just keep it plain, and then once you guys actually purchase them in different kind of laminates, I'll just show you guys then. But or let's do holographic. Let me see, I have hearts. I feel like hearts is gonna take away. I feel like sometimes the laminate can take away from the designs. I don't know if it's just me or my preference, but of course my husband always say what you like is not what everybody likes. It's true. Glitter, I do love glitter. Who doesn't love glitter? I feel like glitter will look really pretty. Let's do glitter. I'm gonna have to probably like get up in the middle of the night. It's already like 6:54. I cooked dinner, but my kids are like running around and oh yes. It's always something, and I feel like I could be more productive at night, to be honest. But I get so lazy at night. But I feel like I can get a lot done at night. Oh my god. I just probably have to like, and then my nephew graduates Friday, so it's like, oh my god. I'm just okay, one day at a time, one step at a time. Yes. I definitely can say, like I said before, that adding the extra, you know, inch or half an inch definitely made a difference. And I love them. They're all so pretty. And I just love the mason jar. I don't know what it is about these mason jars, but they're just so mystical and just so unique, and I love them so much, especially the jam jars. Ooh. You can hear the excitement in my voice. The jam jars are so, oh my god, look at how pretty and pastel. You know I love pastel, y'all. These just came out super cute. So of course I'm going to go ahead and probably save this. I'm gonna go back to, I have so much more to do, so I'm gonna group these since I've already done them, and we're gonna hit group, and I'm gonna go over to my layers here and disappear, and we're just gonna be moving front to back, if you will. But yes, I hope you guys really enjoy these designs. Yeah. I love these. Oh goodness, I'm sorry about my kids. Oh, these are so pretty. I love it. I get so excited about stickers. I don't know how you guys are about stickers, but I get so excited. Especially when they come out right. Especially when they come out correct. What are y'all doing to each other? Oh, you're playing with balloons. This is how everything is looking so far. I love the mason jars. I've already explained it, but look at the glitter. It's just, oh my goodness. Of course, like I said, these were like a little bit too small compared to how big those are. So I probably will put these on my Caesar. Oh my goodness, I have all of my containers completely full, which I'm super excited. I feel like it's a long time coming. And I also have all of this paper to cut, plus all of this paper to cut. I have a lot of paper to cut, so you're probably gonna see me do a time lapse. And I'm currently printing some butterfly knobs for my containers here. I want to do like a mix and match. I want to do some hearts over here, butterflies over here, hearts over here, some bows, kind of like mix it up, but of course keep it pink on pink. So probably the rest of the video you're going to see a lot of time lapse unless I just have something important to say to you guys. I found this hack on TikTok where I seen somebody take some foam board and they broke it in half, and then they taped the back just so it doesn't like crease and bend, so you can use it multiple times. And then all I do is just put my notepad or whatever I'm trying to take a picture of in the middle, put my ring light over it, and then take the picture. This just ensures you have a white background in case you want to, like, you know, edit it, maybe put it inside of Canva, add some different elements, but it just gives it a more clean look instead of having like too much like busy going in the background. So this is my Bookish Blend sticker sheets, and they're so vibrant, like always, you guys. And what I decided to do is go with HTV Ront matte laminate sheets, because it just gave me a more premium feel instead of doing the roll and all that extra stuff. But everything came out super cute. I love this matte look. You know, I don't really play around with matte laminate as much as I should, but I really do like the premium feel. And I did test this on my journal stickers and with the permanent marker, and then as long as you write on it and wait like a few seconds for it to dry, it doesn't smudge at all. So I decided to actually change, because you know how I have these that says Bookish Blends for this one and this one, and then I kept the title the same for these, but these are technically Ghibli, and I should actually change it to a Ghibli Boba Blend instead of Bookish Blend, because it doesn't match. So for these three, or is it 3 or 4 or 2? So for these two, I'm going to change this to Ghibli Blend, and I actually am making the backing for the sticker sheet, so I'm going to keep these for me. And I'm also making me a banner right here so I can put it on my website. So for all of my junk journals stickers that look like this, that has like these little tabs that you can actually write on, the only thing that you can use to write on these type of stickers are Sharpie, you know, fine point pens or Sharpie markers. I did purchase these off of Amazon and they write so well, but they don't adhere to the laminate that I use to seal this. And I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, test that on camera with you guys, not on this because this is a part of someone's order, but this is a piece like a little strip from the HTV Ryan mat. So if I take a Sharpie, and I'm also going to have the option to add one of these to your orders if you need one, if you actually purchase one of these. If I were to write hello, you see it doesn't smear or it doesn't come off. Like once it's on there, it's on there. Well, it smeared a little bit, probably because I, you know, didn't wait for it to dry. It takes like a couple seconds to dry. But if I were to actually use one of these, and like I said, these actually write so well on paper. I wish I could find like a laminate. I'm still doing some research, you know, that I actually like to, you know, test my products and stuff like that. So if I were to find a laminate that I can actually write on with markers like this or ballpoint pens, I will definitely upgrade the options and variants so that you guys can add that. And then again, I'll have an option for you to add like pens and stuff like that. So if I were to write, this is gray, hello here, you see it doesn't adhere to it. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're dealing with like matte laminate. And I'm very new to matte. I love glossy, but you know, I wanted my junk journals, you know, some of my stickers for you to write on. So just be mindful of that. Try your markers out, try different brands, but at least you know 100% Sharpie works. Their brand works. Any type of permanent marker works. Okay. So I ordered some accessories that I felt like would be good to add to my shop because I really don't have a lot of accessories, you know, like pencil pouches, some more socks to kind of go with the Build Your Box collection. And these pencil pouches are very durable. That's why I like to only order one before I order a large batch. And these right here, y'all, this is true to color. This hot pink is pinking, okay? And it's like a nice silicone feel, very soft, very flexible. I really love, out of the two pencil pouches, like the one with the big zipper and the one that I'm holding in my hand right now, I really do like the one with the silicone feel. It's just so soft. Y'all, you have to order one to really know what I'm talking about. But yes, very soft. And then I ordered some socks as well, just to kind of give some, you know, like a little diversity when it comes to the like colorful socks. These socks actually have like a little kitten on it, like little ears, and then at the bottom has like little paw feet. I'm gonna show you in just a second. So at first when I ordered these, of course, on the picture, it looks a little bit differently than you have them in hand. So I was a little hesitant of adding this on my shop because I didn't know how it would look on an actual foot. You know what I'm saying? But they actually surprised me. So I had to put a pair on just to kind of see how it feels and just how it fits properly. And these are one size fit all, just like my other socks. These are so freaking cute. Of course, I had to order something for my husband. So I ordered a back scratcher because he always has me scratching his back with my nails. If I don't have my nails on, he'd be like, where's your nails? And I'd be like, I'm in between nail sets. Leave me alone. So I said, you know what? I'm going to buy one of these for you to scratch your back. And guess what, you guys? Till this day, because I'm recording this voiceover now, like probably a month after, girl, lost it. Don't know where it's at. Unfortunate events. Like, men don't keep up with nothing. I'm whispering because he real close, y'all. But men don't keep up with nothing, okay? This thing was only $1 and he couldn't even keep up with $1 item. It's something. But he still be using my hands as a back scratcher because he can't find the back scratcher that I bought him. Will I be buying him another one? No, ma'am. He's gonna buy it himself.
So as you all know, I've already changed my little desk mat that goes in front of my sticker containers, and it was due time. I had the same desktop mat for about a year or so now, and I'm like, you know what, new year, new me, let's change it up a little bit. I tried to actually scrape these off, and I was actually peeling the paint off of the IKEA desk, so I was like, you know what, we're just gonna leave this here and put the desk mat on top. I was able to get a little bit off, but I was like, oh, it's chipping, it's particle board. IKEA is good furniture, but it's particle board, it's not real wood. So I said, let me just go ahead and add my little desk mat on there. And this one is super, super, super cute. I got this one off of Amazon. I want to say I have it listed under my desk decor, but if not, let me know. I'll send you the link in the comments. Now I bought another set of the what do you call it, the keyboard wrist rest for my desk. I wanted to get pink to kind of match the aesthetics of everything, but guess what, you guys, I don't know what happened between the time I bought my colorful rainbow one to buying this one, but the size is off. It's like that lets you know that inflation is real, because I didn't purchase this too far in between or far apart. I purchased them probably 5 to 6 months apart, and this was completely way smaller than the original I had. So guess what? It went back. I know you're probably thinking you already had this keyboard. Why do I see this keyboard again? Because one of my keys, or maybe a few of my keys, went out, and I just didn't feel, I could not take the little key caps off. You had to take the whole thing apart to change the key caps. It's a good thing and a bad thing, but it's a bad thing for a person that's not like mechanically savvy, if you will, like scared to break something trying to take it apart and put it back together. I just like, you know what, let's buy another one, and just be done with it, because I just don't have the time. So yes, I rebought the same keyboard. I love the little typewriter, sound effect. My husband hates it, but whatever, this is my space, okay, it don't matter. This is when I figured out the wrist rest was smaller than the original one that I had. And guess what? Like I said, I took it back. So I'm like, hold on now. This is smaller. And just so crazy is that when I ordered it, I want to say it was around the same length as far as the specification goes, or maybe I read it wrong, or maybe I just assumed it was the same size because it was from a different seller. But I said, you know what? I got to go back to the original. I bought this Beaver cold laminated machine a long time ago. Ever since I ordered the wrong size, I put it up in the garage because it was too big for my space. But I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna let no money go to waste. I'm gonna actually put this to good use and see if I can laminate some stickers with this Beaver cold laminator. This is like a 32 inch. I actually needed a 12 inch, unfortunately. Y'all, if you do not know what a cold laminator is, this is what a cold laminator is. Pretty much applying a self-adhesive laminate without heat. Because you know how we add the laminate, or we add the laminate using our laminator on the cold setting, and it takes a little while. With this, you could just roll it on and be done. Roll on, move to the next, roll on, move to the next. So it's definitely much quicker, but it's definitely a learning curve. So I wanted to try it out with my new die cut stickers, and it's definitely, like I said, it's different. And so these knobs on the left and the right is supposed to help tighten the squeegee part of it, right? And you are in control of rolling it instead of having the laminator automatically roll. You know what I'm saying? And I cut it and I was like, oh, I got this. Let's just roll it, and it's gonna. But I hesitate. You see that? Hesitated. Messed up already. This part, I was moving too quickly and I rolled it, messed up again. Oh my God. Oh, see, messed up. See, this is a learning curve. And this is, like I said, this is the things that I don't show you. But I'm showing you now in the vlog, so you know that I mess up too. And look, oh, let's try it again, you guys. Practice made perfect. Okay, now we are on round 2, like Mortal Kombat, you guys. I am fighting for my life trying to get this right. If you guys have not seen Mortal Kombat, the number 3, the latest one that came out, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, okay? Like I wasted mine. I thought it was going to be good. Whoever was the director of Mortal Kombat, they dropped the ball. They dropped it, fumbled it, kicked it across the court, walked out the gym. It's gone. Okay, the ball is gone. It's no longer in the picture. But these came out super cute this time. Okay, so these are the stickers that actually made the cut. And when I say made the cut, when I do voiceovers, I'm rewatching my life in real time. And sometimes I don't know what I recorded or how many stickers I ended up with, because, it's like watching a movie, a documentary, if you will. And I like to do voiceover because I don't even know what my thought process is at the time I'm doing something. I'm just creating a thought process, watching myself do what I do. But yeah, I see why people vlog. This is fun. So for all the ladies who want me to go live, I want to let you hear a little bit of the chaos in the background. The reason why I don't go live, I will be so distracted.
Stop. Please all over, Saint.
Guys! There's more product here. Mine isn't clean. That's kid food. With the whole multiverse thing.
I know what you're thinking. They're kids, they're just playing. It can go from laughter to tears in 2 seconds. If you have children, grandchildren, you know what I'm talking about. They could be having a good time. You turn your neck and they having, like I said, playing with toys, having a good time. Turn around, somebody done hurt themselves, somebody bit somebody fell off something. But of course, that's just part of being a kid. But when I'm trying to focus, I'll be like, y'all have a whole playroom. What you doing in here? Now, I picked these highlighters up from Amazon by 4Candies. I have never heard of 4Candies until 2 months ago. I currently follow them on all their social medias because there's a lady on there that actually used the highlighters to create like scrapbooking journal, like a little aesthetic background with them. And I fell in love. She made me purchase them, okay? And I do actually add these to my pen set bundles, like one of them. But if you want the whole set, just buy it off of Amazon, you guys, and have a little fun with the colors. I really do love these highlighters, like number one for real. Now these are all the colors of the highlighters from top to bottom, and they actually come on and they actually go on pretty smooth, to be honest. When you buy highlighters, it's like a hit and miss. Like, is it vibrant? Is the application nice and smooth? These actually are very smooth, and this is the pastel collection. I want to say the pastel collection. Yeah, pastel colors here. I love 4Candies actually, and I've seen them on Amazon and Shein and Alibaba and stuff, but I just never took the time to really look into their brand. But I really do recommend their brand. I actually bought some pens as well from 4Candies right here, which I have a lot of pens here that I have to separate and put them over here. But yeah, I bought these from 4Candy. And I haven't tested them out yet. We can test them on camera. I put the camera down, so I apologize. I actually
Sorry
could have
about
cut
that
this
mess,
out of the
guys.
video, but I already did my voiceover. That means I would have to like move things around. Okay, we're back. Okay, they're nice and smooth. It's kind of like a gel pen feel. So yeah, these are nice and smooth. I really like how these write. And it has, like, again, that see-through pastel jelly look. I really do like these. All right, you guys. So I have officially made it to the last day of vlogging. So after today, after I cut these notepads, I'm going to show you guys the finished result. The finished result of everything that I've been working so hard for. I know by the time you watch this vlog, everything has been launched and is ready for purchase on my website. I hope you guys really enjoyed everything that I've taught you in this vlog. I hope you learned something. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start cutting these notepads. My baby was crying for real, okay? Aww. It's so, can you hit your head? It's so tight. I see. I know. We're gonna take a break, get you something to eat, okay? You wanna eat?
Oh, and he's getting over a cold, huh? He fell out the chair. I'll tell you about getting in that chair. Turn the lights. Okay, I'm about to get something to eat, baby, because I need a break. So as my back was turned, my son had a field day writing on my IKEA cubes. So yeah, and they can't come off. This is like a dry erase marker, and that's a pen. I'm eventually gonna have to change these, and this design is not on the back, so I can't like flip them and be like, oh, okay, let's put that to the back. No, it's just yellow on the back. It's like, you know, this regular yellow. I may flip them, but yeah, these were on sale when I got them from IKEA, and I'm pretty sure they're not on sale, or maybe these were seasonal items that they were trying to get rid of. So very disappointed. They put stickers everywhere, y'all. It's, look. Y'all, I'm sweating a bit on. I'm slaving in the kitchen. Goodness, you guys, you already know I have a large family, and I'm cooking this large pan of baked macaroni. We have some collard greens in here with some turkey necks and turkey wings. I'm going to do some candy yams and some fried chicken thighs and cornbread. I love a nice southern, you know, meal, okay? I love to cook, y'all. I love to cook. Yesterday I did like homemade chicken teriyaki with rice. It was superb. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish cooking, get everyone fed, and then I'm gonna head back in my office. Excuse the grease popping everywhere, y'all, but yes, I'm making me some chicken thighs. Now I'm gonna smother them with some Sweet Carolina Sticky Fingers barbecue sauce. Y'all, feeding my sons like feeding 3 men. So I have to cook like this. I have to cook like I have a family of 8, okay? Even though we're a family of 7. Right, you guys, so these are all of the stickers that has made the cut. I did, like when I first started, I did have more, but then I decided to go ahead and just niche it down, bring it down to these that you see in front of you. And again, I will have the options to have like multiple type of laminates. I want to say around like 5 or 6 options, like glitter, broken glass, holographic, stars, stuff like that, so you guys can, like, you know, really get creative with your die cut stickers at home, because who doesn't like a little shimmer and sham, okay? Up here I did already play around with those in my display case, and y'all, my display case is, come on, if I had some long nails I'd be going like this, but I don't have any long nails, man. I have outdone myself, y'all. This is like beautiful. I just love that I could just create my space and just make it like my own, you know what I'm saying? But yes, I actually am in the process of, you know, this part looks completely different, excuse the towel, because I was cleaning up, but this part looks completely different. I'm really trying to get organized, add SKU numbers and stuff so I can, you know, keep my inventory on track. And also I may actually retire the strip and go with stickers, and just pretty much put all of this on one little sticker right here in the corner, because it's just easier for, and I can add the SKU number, like a little barcode on the back, you know, just I'm trying to make my business really, you know, easy to manage, especially with my family. It's summertime. I'm more busy than ever because the kids aren't in school, so you know, I have to stop more. So I'm trying to actually be more productive with my time, so I feel like doing this right now would make it a lot simpler later on. All right, babe, so which one's your favorite?
This one, that one. Everything. Everything.
I do like this one. This one's cute.
Yes.
I like the Jellos. I told him I like the Jellos in the book bag.
I like the jars more than the Jellos, but
really? Okay. Oh, I like this one.
different strokes,
it's like
different
neon.
folks.
Different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
I love how the black complements the mason jars in these particular designs. I was a little hesitant with the black, to be honest, because I was like, that's not really in my It's not in my color palette, if you will, but
Yeah. It's a nice outline.
it is a nice outline. I feel like it brings it out.
Right.
I love the little bookstores. I felt like these were a little too big, but I feel like that is, you know.
So since my kids are out for the summer, I had to put my son to work, and typically I'll put my youngest on the computer, and then my oldest like does like the packaging for me, because my youngest is really quick on the keyboard. Not saying my oldest is not, but he is very quick on the computer, and he was able to update my inventory within like 30 minutes. Y'all, my kids are always in the room with me. This is how I work. I work with my kids either on the floor, by me, looking for something, excuse my daughter's hair. Oh, look, putting my son in my lap. Y'all, when I say I'm a full-time mom, full-time. We are full-time parents, and it's a lot. It's a lot sometimes, but it's definitely rewarding and worth it. I actually was supposed to do a time lapse with me cutting all of the notepads, but this is the only thing about vlogging and recording and just being a content creator, influencer, whatever the case may be, is that sometimes you just want to get it done and not set up the camera. And before y'all say anything, I do have on shorts, even though you see my thighs. Matter of fact, let me just zoom in a little bit because I ain't got time for nobody to come for me. I know we all family, and I know you guys like, be yourself, you know, we love you for who you are. I know, but there's always somebody in the family that don't like you. There's always somebody in the family that hate on you. So, and that's the same when it comes to like social media and everything. Everybody is not rooting for you, and everybody always waiting for, you know. So at the last minute, you know how I like to do the wraps. I decided to do like the stickers on the outside of the notepad. Then I was like, I don't like how this looks. It looks very plain, and you already know I'm all about aesthetics. So I went ahead and designed some stickers to go on the back of the actual notepad, on the actual chipboard, like this. And I think these came out really cute. And I have one for daily planners and to-do lists, so you can know exactly where it came from. And then you have my website, how many pages, and then the actual sides of the notepad. Now, you know how I bought the stamp to put on the back of here. Now the stamp actually, you know, it works, but I don't like how it stays wet for a little bit. Maybe I'm just being too saturated with the actual ink pad, but there's been times where I stamped it, walked off for like 5 or 6 minutes, and I started to stack my notepads on top of each other. And then this pad, once I took it off, the black ink from this pad was on this pad. I said, oh my God. And I felt like 10 minutes was long enough for the ink to dry, but it wasn't. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna create some stickers that go on the back of each notepad. I know that's a little like tedious, and then I'm gonna seal it with a beautiful holographic laminate, because you know I love shimmer and sham. So yeah, let's see how this turns out. Okay, so I went ahead and packaged them in a 4x6. Even though my notepads is a 4x5, I feel like the 4x6 just gives me a little bit more leeway to kind of, because this is a tight fit. But I do like how it adds that little, I like it. I like it better than a stamp because I love the color. But yeah, I'm going to do this with all of my notepads. You see all these over here? I have, like I said, I have some notepads over there as well, but I have to do this with everything, and it's gonna take me a minute, but I'm very, the goal for this year is organization. So you guys already know I love to rearrange my craft room, and this is the vision I'm currently going for the wall that has my heat press, and for the other wall, this is the vision I'm looking for. So this was generated by AI, and I went to Target and bought some bookshelves. The bookshelves cost around $40. I actually thought about doing a dream box, but it's going to be hard for the bookshelves to roll on carpet. So maybe once we move into a new house or something like that, maybe I'll revisit that concept. But right now, those pink on pink on pink, is beautiful. And I did generate those images using AI. I just took a picture of my space. Look, I'm watching Prince of Egypt, y'all. That's my favorite movie. But I took the inspiration from, or took a picture of my space and just told AI, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Generate it for me so I can get like a visual of, trying to turn my thoughts into a visual image. And that's what it came up with. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Why did I put that part on there? I have one set up. I moved the 3D printer over in the corner, and I moved, you can tell I'm moving things around, but I'm not done yet, you guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to be done by the time this vlog is over, but I definitely will do an updated vlog of how I organize things and everything. But so far, like I said, it's so good. So my sons actually built the bookshelves for me because I'm like, y'all not doing nothing. Let's put y'all to work. And of course I pay them so they can have a little summer money. They have a little summer fun. But kids don't play outside the way they used to. So technically their fun is buying V-Bucks, Robux, Minecraft, stuff like electronic money, as you say. They didn't grow up like us, honey. I'm a 90s baby. They ain't grown like us. We would be outside. You had to kick us in the door to bring us in the house. I finished all the die cut sticker designs that I wanted. I'm currently working on the magnetic bookmark because I haven't made a magnetic bookmark in quite some time. And also I'm working on a late summer bookmark collection, which is right here. You have the lime collection, the orange collection, the strawberry, and the lemonade collection. And I'm also working on some notepads to match each of the bookmark designs in case you want to grab a notepad to match it. I'm only going to have one bookmark, kind of like, where's my little grab bag thing that I used to have? I feel like I sold more grab bags when I had sizes, like small, medium, and large. So I feel like the more options I give you, the more, control you have over your orders. So I definitely want you guys to feel in control of what you're purchasing. So I'm going to do the same this time. Again, I'm going to do a small, medium, and large, and maybe up $1, like $6.99, so, because inflation since I did this has kind of went up. But I also want to keep in mind that my audience is more budget friendly, and I don't want to overcharge for too much, like creativity and stuff like that. I want you guys to be able to enjoy my art and my passion and my work as well. So I think I'm going to stick around with the small, medium, and large. I'm not going to do the keychain. I thought about 3D printing some keychains, but I'm still kind of figuring some things out. I'm still in the process. I'm like on day 3 of trying to do my notepads and stuff, but I'm not done with this space. I am, y'all just excuse everything, but I want to actually build myself a dream box. So I bought 2 of them, and since I have carpet, and when you have carpet and you have to put those little caster wheels on the bottom, I don't feel like it's gonna open as smoothly as if I had a floor type, instead of the carpet, like a regular floor. So I don't know if I'm gonna take that route. I honestly, I wanted to buy another shelf like this, but then I have this shelf. My kids, I told you, wrote on this, but maybe I should do 3 bookshelves and put this somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, I'm working diligently, and this is what I mean, like a lot goes into what I do. Even like I try to do things at night, during the day, during my breaks. I have to stop a lot because of the kids and stuff, and I know a lot of you can relate because I know I have like people in my subscriber, my audience, that have large families, small children and stuff. So it's hard to try to juggle a 9 to 5, your kids, family, wife, mom, auntie, sister, things of that nature. And I get it, you guys. It's very difficult. It's hard to find a balance, but a balance can be found. So I don't want you guys to think that it can't be done. I don't care how long it takes you to get to that goal. Keep pushing towards it. Don't give up. Be diligent, be vigilant, and just stay true to yourself. Okay. Yeah.
I am almost done printing out all of the die cut stickers for the grab bags. I am so close to reveal. You know how I told you this is the last day of me recording? I lied, okay? This is like 2 weeks after that day. Oh goodness, but I'm almost there. So like I'm trying to either 3D print or find little kind of like little fillers to put in the grab bags instead of like the keychain. I think this is a good little add-on instead of the keychain. I may again have to maybe increase the price a little bit or just have it as an add-on, like, you know, $3, add this on there or something like that, to kind of exclude the keychain.
Let me just say, there's a lot of thought that goes in everything I put my hands on. Like, I don't just say, you know what, I'm just gonna do this and just do it. I actually test it out. Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? You know, I really take pride in what I do, for real, for real. Look at me, got both crickets running like a professional. What you want me, man? Oh, your nose. Yes, both crickets and well, I said both crickets, both cutting machines running like a professional.
Yes, you got a pee in the potty. Okay, you guys, so this is how I actually organize my sticker sheets. I pretty much just, these little tabs, I got baby powder on my hands. So these little tabs right here, I actually cut them using the Cricut. And then these little labels, I made them in Canva and cut them with my Caesar. And yeah, and I just made 3 little things. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, then it goes 1, 2, 3, all the way up until, I still got more to add, but I'm at S50 or something like that. But I could just kind of grab my sticker sheets and go per order.
Y'all, look at me putting my 3D printer to use, honey. I have my daughter sitting in my lap because sometimes she just like to see me work. But yes, I made some cute earrings. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have taken over my husband's 3D printer. I'm definitely gonna have to buy another one so he can spice it up in a manly way. But this is how everything is looking in my room so far. I have a lot more things I want to do for this space, so stay tuned, okay? Now we're moving over to our magnetic bookmarks. And oh my gosh, I love making magnetic bookmarks. And of course, I had to rebrand it. You know, I love branding. I can switch up one branding this day, one branding this week, one branding next week. I said this day. Then I 3D printed some little coloring things because I wanted to add some decor to my new cabinets. My son decided to paint some of them, and then my husband jumped in and said, you know what, let me go ahead and grab a few more, because I said, okay, help me out now.
But yeah, my family's like hands-on with everything we do with my business. Like, y'all, we have the dream team. Sorry. Wee! Y'all, the most important thing in my life is my family, my
You like, yeah,
kids,
let's go on little
my
ones.
safe haven. You know, when it comes to family, what is all this for? If not for your family, if not for your peace of mind, if not to build, you know, an empire so that you can relax and be around your family. I'm heavy on family. I'm heavy on family. I'm heavy on meals. I'm heavy on spending time, quality time. I love yous, hugs, praying over everyone. Like, this is my life. This is my life, and I enjoy it. Before I let you go, I just want to remind you of something. Your dream doesn't have to look like everyone else's to be worth chasing. Whether you're starting with a Cricut, a printer on your kitchen table, or just an idea in your notebook, every successful business started with one small step. Don't let fear, comparison, or perfection stop you from creating the life you've been praying for. Progress will always beat perfection. I say this all the time. So keep learning, keep creating, keep showing up, even on days when no one is watching. Thank you so much for spending a little part of my day with me. If this video encouraged you or taught you something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with another creative who just needs a little motivation today. Until next time, keep creating, keep believing, and remember, your dreams are given to you for a reason. Now go and make them happen. Bye, friends.